The mirror of creation, imagine standing before a mirror. Not one made of glass or polished metal, but a mirror woven from time itself. A surface where your reflection does not appear. Where instead, a trembling glow, the first heartbeat of existence, stares back across a gulf of 13 billion years. Here, you are not looking at your face. You are looking into a universe that was still learning how to become real. A universe where matter had no rules, where energy moved like wild rivers, seeking shape, searching for meaning, trying to understand what existence even meant. The cosmos then was fragile, thin as smoke, soft as a newborn breath. A blank canvas of swirling dust and ancient gas, waiting for its first stars to ignite. Tiny sparks of future suns slept inside cold clouds of hydrogen, ready to burst into the earliest lights that would one day illuminate everything. This is what the James Webb Space Telescope was built for, to become our golden time machine, a precision-forged oracle made of mirrors, metals, mathematics, and vision. Every surface polished to atomic smoothness. Every sensor engineered to reach through darkness deeper than any instrument before it. Scientists expected simplicity. They dreamed of chaotic beginnings, young galaxies wobbling into form, stars flickering like weak candles in the cosmic winds of early creation. They imagined warm hydrogen glowing softly, the raw ingredients of planets, oceans, and eventually, life. But when Webb opened its golden eyes, it did not see simplicity. It did not see infancy. It saw impossible maturity. Where faint smudges should have been, Webb found vast spirals, majestic, fully formed galaxies, turning like ancient wheels pressed into the fabric of eternity. These were not cosmic toddlers. They were elegant giants, organized, structured, complete, far too early, far too soon. It was as if the universe skipped childhood entirely and leapt straight into adulthood. Theories unraveled. Simulations collapsed. Textbooks trembled like brittle leaves. The deeper Webb looked, the more the story fractured. These galaxies weren't just formed, they were thriving. Their stars burned hot and heavy, their arms curled in graceful geometry, their chemical signatures carried the ashes of stars that had already lived and died. Oxygen. Carbon. Iron. Heavy elements that should have taken eons of stellar life cycles to produce. Yet here they were, glowing in a universe still in its earliest breath. The timeline didn't bend. It broke. Time itself seemed twisted, as though the cosmos had raced through its formative years at impossible speed. And Webb kept searching. Kept peeling back the layers of creation. Every image deepened the mystery. Then came the discovery that froze every voice. At the center of one ancient galaxy, Webb detected a dark mass, a black hole, silent and unmoving, with the weight of billions of suns. A monster that should not have existed that early in cosmic history. Not even the wildest theories allowed for it. Physics shook. Astrophysics nearly buckled. Researchers whispered new possibilities. Maybe early black holes formed not from dying stars, but from colossal collapses of primordial matter. Maybe dark matter, the invisible architecture of the universe, played a violent role we never imagined. Maybe time in those first moments flowed differently, stretching, folding, looping in ways beyond our language. Because Webb was not rewriting equations. It was rewriting reality. A universe that matured too fast. A cosmos that refused to follow the rules. Creation that seemed impatient, driven, purposeful, almost as if it remembered something we had long forgotten. For decades, astronomers thought they were simply observing light from the distant past. But as new data poured in, they realized the truth was far stranger. They weren't just peering backward in time. They were staring directly into a deeper riddle. A riddle that questioned the beginning itself. What do you do when the universe stops obeying its own laws? When the rules that shaped physics, chemistry, and time bend in the presence of something older, something hidden beneath the fabric of reality. The answer arrived quietly, not through a dramatic discovery, but through whispers in the data. The James Webb Space Telescope was never engineered to break physics. It was built to test it, to illuminate the corners of creation we never dared to explore. Yet instead of confirming our assumptions, Webb tore open the first chapter, the middle chapters, and perhaps even the last. Because the universe Webb revealed was not young, not primitive, not struggling to assemble itself. It was ancient in temperament, filled with galaxies that should not exist, stars that should not yet burn, and chemistry that should have taken billions of years to brew. It was like discovering the final chapter of a book before locating the first page. The shock rippled through scientific circles. Ideas once dismissed as fantasies were suddenly placed at the center of debate. What if dark matter is not passive, but active, a silent architect shaping galaxies with intention rather than accident? What if time itself once surged forward like a river in flood, not a gentle stream but a furious cascade, racing, twisting, rewriting itself in the blink of a cosmic eye? And then came the boldest theory of all. What if the universe was never chaotic? What if order existed from the very first instant? What if creation began not with randomness, but with patterns? As Webb pushed deeper, its mirrors captured recurring geometry, spirals echoing across clusters, ratios unfolding like fingerprints, structures repeating across unimaginable distances. Not chaos, choreography. A cosmic dance older than time. Then Webb found something that shattered everything. Organic molecules drifting between galaxies, ancient seeds of amino acids wandering the void for billions of years. If life's building blocks existed so early, then life is not rare. Life is not an accident. Life is woven into the blueprint of existence. And then came the image that silenced the scientific world. 6 galaxies arranged like petals around a luminous core, a cosmic flower in flawless symmetry. Too precise to be chance. Too aligned to be random. Too deliberate to dismiss as illusion. The deeper Webb looked, the more reality bent. Tiny fluctuations appeared across repeated images, subtle distortions, as if observation itself was influencing what was seen. What if watching the universe changes the universe? What if attention, awareness, is not separate from creation, but intertwined with it? What if consciousness is not the product of the universe, but one of its ingredients? Because Webb revealed more than ancient light. It revealed reflection, a universe that behaves as though it knows it is being observed. We built a telescope to witness the beginning. Instead, we built a mirror, and something in that mirror felt strangely aware. So now, as humanity stands on the edge of this vast, shimmering revelation, we must ask, did we discover the universe? Or did the universe finally choose to reveal itself? Maybe it has always been waiting, silent and patient, for someone to look deeply enough to recognize the truth. Because in the end, we did not merely see the cosmos. We stepped into the reflection, and the reflection looked back.